Greetings, fellow mortals, and welcome back to the Warlock YouTube channel. My name is Gatheraptor. Other Warlocks gather power while I gather internet cringe. And well, oh well, yesterday has been quite interesting, to say the least. Because for those who don't know, Harman Smith and Desire got into a little bit of a tussle. Not an actual tussle. More or less, someone got called out for his cringe. And that someone was Harman. Now, you might be wondering, wait, Kylo, why are you celebrating Harman crashing out? Well, that's because a good friend of at least the Salt Miner communities, not of the channel yet. I Am Desire has made Harman crash out. And here's the nice little reason why Harman ended up crashing out because of Desire. Because Dez happened to have called him out for his bullshit. For those who don't know, Harman, everyone, uh, there has been I'm not going to say running joke, a little bit of a situation involving Harman that we have that a lot of the salt mining communities, up to including myself, have called Harman out for, and that is his propensity to well write some of the most abhorrent shit possible, like absolute abhorrent. And the big thing is, Harman had a little bit of a crash out. Because of what Dez has said. Because Dez has called Harman out on his bullshit. Which, by the way, I will emphasize, yes, calling Harman out on his bullshit is hilarious. But want to know what's even funnier? Harman crashing out over what Dez has called him out for. Because, yeah, Harman, you're not making a good defense for yourself, buddy. Now, look, I don't really advocate for, the whole getting rid of someone off of the internet, deplatforming. I don't agree to it. I don't actually agree to it. Because I, for one, don't like deplatforming. I, for one, don't like deplatforming. It's, in my opinion, possibly the shittiest thing someone could do on the internet. But for Harman, I'd make a joke of him being the exception, but at the same time, he would definitely end up being the exception to my rule of I don't like deplatforming. Because Harman has said, yes, Harman has said the dumbest shit, and yes, I've covered some of Harman's dumb shittery that he said. But But yeah, Harman had ended up crashing out over the fact that Dez, or Desire, auto mount on his books. Because the thing with Harman's books is that they are, how do I say this? Borderline not good books for people, for kids.
Efficiency like you've shown can only be the marker of
That's the best I could describe it. But yeah, time to... But first and foremost, I'm going to compliment Dez. Good job, Desire. You made Harman crash out. Massively, might I add. But now it's time for me to talk about Harman's side of things. Harman. Why? Why are you... Why? Why are you being like this? No, Harman, no. Harman's response to Dez literally ousted him as guilty. I'm being dead serious. This whole thing has outed Harman out as being guilty. He literally went up to the point.
One of our juveniles has been injured.
It literally went up to the point that he literally said that kids would read his crap. Okay, I'm gonna just say this real quick, Harman. I have made this joke in one of the Salt Miner Discords. Alright, so you wouldn't mind if I were to read American Evil in front of my little cousins, would you? Because it seems that because you really think that my little cousins would like for me to read from American Evil. Guess what? They wouldn't, and if I were to actually read that shit show of what you call a book, that you call a quote-unquote book, I would not be allowed near my cousins. And I would probably have to hide my face from my very own fucking family. So yes, Harman. Yes, totally. Kids would totally like to read your books. And they're totally not going to ask their parents like mommy or daddy, what is sex or anything like that. Totally. You sicken me. As I said, this is very much going to be a rant video because Harman has caused me to rant. I am laughing so much because this is totally funny and I totally like it. You make me sick, Harman. You make me sick, Harman. Just know that. You make me sick. You make me sick, and you make me ashamed to call myself a YouTuber. I hate this. And I hate you. I hate your content. I hate your content, you fucking... Yeah. I am totally fine with you. Totally. Guess what? I'm not. Harman is a sick man. And I don't even understand why he would even say such a stupid thing. Yeah, this is basically a rant. You know how Harman called himself, the game master. Guess what, fuckface? You are not a game master, and you are also not a fucking writer. I could make a better story than you within less than a heartbeat. And also, by the way, good luck suing Dez. And if you file a copyright strike against Dez, oh boy. Trust me, me and the other salt miners are going to gun for your ass. I honest to God hope that you end up on some sort of watch list. Oh wait, no, you probably already are on some sort of watch list. On top of, I don't know, the fact that you are potentially also somewhere. But I do hope that you end up where you belong. Prison. That is my whole rant for today. As I said, Des, congratulations. You managed to make Harman crash out. Harman, congratulations. You once again pissed me off. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you would, please like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And by the way, this game, Jurassic World Evolution 3, will be getting its first impressions video soon. See y'all next time.